What's up? How's it going? Hopefully, good morning. Morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Bobby over there is super busy this weekend.
I'm tired.
Watched a movie.
I think I'm busy.
Watched the Cardinals and Royals game.
Yeah, that was a last minute deal, but I'm glad I got to go. It's fun. As a Cardinals fan, wish I would have went on Friday night when they won. My daughter and the other people I was with were on TV too.
Oh, were they?
At the end of the game, I was in the bathroom. Bobby Witt Jr. hit a ball off the top of the wall, I guess. I heard it on the radio call in the bathroom. It was right in front of us. And then I saw the replay later, and I was like, oh, there's my daughter.
There.
watching it hit the wall right in front. We were out in the outfield, so, yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yep. I let her know yesterday, like, hey, you were on TV. She thought that was pretty cool. Royals have some speed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not just him. Like, they've
yeah.
got some real speed. He definitely does. They're the running Royals again, I'd say. Free movies for life because you're such a big movie guy. UK woman gave birth in a movie theater lobby. And the theater announced they'll give the kid free tickets for life. That's all you need to do is have a baby and then have your significant other give birth in the movie theater lobby.
No.
Not worth it?
No.
You do love the movies.
I do love the movies. Don't love them that much.
It's pretty. There's far more cost-effective ways to go see movies.
I'll just pay.
Yeah.
Kids are way more expensive.
Yeah, they're pretty high.
Already had one.
It's today the KC trip giveaway.
We already gave it away. The winner was I'll tell you in 1 second. Susan Pickett. It looks like. Sorry.
AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons. I did not know that's what that stood for.
I just learned that when you said that. I never knew that's what I just knew it was for old people. I didn't know that's what it stood for.
Yeah, but they start sending it to you like when you're like 40.
I've already gotten something, I think.
So in your 30s even.
Yeah.
I did not know that's what the abbreviation stood for.
Me neither.
AARP. I knew it stood for something, but I didn't realize it was American Association of Retired Persons.
Me neither. Never.
That
knew
means you have to be retired. Most of the people that have AARP, I don't know if they are retired.
Well,
You can
they
retire,
plan
what,
on
at 80.
They plan on being retired one day.
Well, apparently they just recently sent out an email. 19 things you didn't know your smartphone could do.
Uh-huh.
And you didn't already know your phone did these. I don't know. I think you're just
100.
yeah. I'm sorry. If you don't know these, yeah, you should know. There's probably somebody listening
There's some old folks out there that don't know some of these things. And
that right now I'm going to tell you these things, and you're going to be like, I didn't know that. So I apologize for calling you old. But you're old.
you're going to know them. You're going to know that they can do this. There's no way you don't.
Because we were just talking about how we each know somebody that doesn't know that some of this is real.
It's true. It's true.
One of them, a flashlight.
This is the exact one my father asked me about a few years
Your
ago.
father
Uh-huh.
didn't know a flashlight.
Who's only in his 60s, by the way. Well, he did only because he saw one of his friends use theirs on their phone.
And that's the only reason he knew. He
the
was
only
like,
reason.
he was like blown away.
Can you put a flashlight on my phone? That was exactly what he asked me.
That's even worse.
Jeff has a flashlight on his phone. Can you put a flashlight on my
Can you
phone?
put one on it?
Well, to him, he thought.
Can you put one on it? Like a
he
extra
thought,
gadget?
Oh, we probably have to download something.
Oh.
And to him, that's like, oh, this is a job for my kids. He just hands it.
Download, please.
I've seen him do that with phone numbers. Still pretty sure he doesn't know how to put a number into his phone. I watched him give it to a guy, one of my old buddies from high school that offered help to him, lives down the road from him.
Uh-huh.
He said, do you have my number? I'll be happy to come up there and help you if you need. No, I don't. He got his phone out of his pocket and just gave it to him. There you go.
Put it in there. You're probably right. He probably doesn't know how.
I don't think he does. I don't think he has a clue. He could write it down and somebody can do it for him. That's what. So he didn't know how to get the flashlight on there. That was funny.
I didn't know that the weather, it could tell you the weather.
And no matter how many times we tell you, there's still going to be somebody that doesn't know. But you can go get the Zimmer Storm Center app. We have a live real-time radar. It's a great weather app. Download
I think that's
it today.
the coolest. I mean, there's a lot of cool features with it.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the cool ones. It's real-time radar.
Yeah, I think
a
the
lot of the
radars-
radars, if you don't really, there's other apps, weather apps that you can get.
Mhm.
They are not in real time. A lot of times they are 10 to 15 minutes behind where the actual storm is. Ours is actually in real time.
I think that's my favorite part of our app. But there are many others. You can get weather warnings and all those things. But yes, if you didn't know you could get the weather on your phone. I mean, it comes on there most of the time.
Most of the time, there's at least something on there.
Mhm.
There's one actually usually already preloaded. Depends on what
kind of phone.
kind of phone you have. Directions, kind of the same thing. GPS apps,
This
Google
has been
Maps, Waze,
long-
Apple Maps.
long time ago, but my dad did ask me 20 some years ago, probably 20.
That
years
was a
ago.
long time ago.
He did ask me one time though. I believe the phrase was, "Do you think you could get on that damn internet and get me a map?" Because they were taking a trip. I said, "I believe I can."
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll get you that, but you'll always have it whenever you need it. A calculator.
Uh-huh.
Quote, you can perform basic math functions when holding it vertically, but if you do rotate, it turns into some scientific calculator that is way more advanced than anything 99.9% of us will ever need.
Mm-hmm.
I've turned it sideways before and went, ooh,
Never mind.
don't need that.
Nope, not at all.
Don't know how to use most of those buttons.
I had to a little bit in high school. Don't remember how to use any of them.
Kitchen timer or egg timer, if you want to call it.
My Alexa's
That's
in
what
there,
they used
so
to
I
call
get
it probably back in the day, them egg timers.
egg timer. Yeah, my Alexa is now the egg timer.
Yeah.
That's one
Alexa,
of the
set
few
an
things.
alarm for 10
Yeah.
minutes to
Yeah,
remind me
exactly.
to do this.
That's pretty much what mine is.
Video camera. Fun fact. Your phone shoots video too.
You don't have
just,
to lug around the camcorder anymore.
Now, this is the one that I know somebody that didn't understand the QR code reader.
This makes some sense to me why old people don't know this.
Basically, you just point your camera at a QR code and it will pop up. It's like a barcode. It will
Mhm.
pop up like the email address. You click it and it goes to it. This person didn't realize that and couldn't wrap their head around it
Right.
because it was like, well, don't you have to download an app?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's built into the new phones.
Yes.
It's just point your camera at it. It will automatically do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But then don't you have to download something after you? Nope. You just click the button. It'll take you right to the website or wherever you want to go, wherever it's sending you.
Yeah.
But then you have to no. It's like they could not wrap their head, and I just kind of gave up. I was like, okay, I can't explain this to you.
I think the big hurdle here is getting past what is a QR code for
Right.
a lot of elderly people.
What do you mean a QR code? You know that thing that's a box or
Just
a
a bunch of
triangle?
dots
and it's got weird
and,
black stuff.
Kind of like a weird, barcode sort of kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that would be the big hurdle.
There's also included a few tips in the email, which could be useful for people that are younger than 100. It'll translate foreign languages. I think this is awesome, actually.
Yeah.
It will actually where if you're speaking to somebody, say, from Germany,
Uh-huh.
and they're speaking German, you can actually hold it up. They can speak in German. It'll translate that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can answer back in English, and it'll say it back in German.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Amazing. It's amazing
With
technology.
99.9% accuracy.
Imagine where we've come. People used to have to take like a little book and
Yeah.
try to say some phrases in another country. Don't have to do that now.
Ooh, glad.
Yeah. It's so much better.
You can measure things without a ruler.
I've used that a
Another-
little bit. Have you ever used it?
Uh-huh. Also will be a leveler.
Oh, it will be a level. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Which is, I've used that many times.
Mm-hmm.
A level and a measure.
Yeah. I've used
And I wasn't measuring that, by the way. I wasn't measuring. That's what everybody assumes.
that can't be right.
I think they've even said 80% of guys that
Is
measure, the first thing they measure is their manhood.
Is it?
Yeah. They basically,
Oh, that's funny. I hadn't heard that.
it's a very high number of how many people. That's one of the first things they measure with the measurer.
That's funny.
So, and also you can listen to Big Dog 97.9
Hey, yeah, look at that. You can listen to your favorite radio station.
for free.
You do have
You
to
don't have to
download
pay
an app.
for any of it. You download the app. It's free. You listen to us for free. All sorts of cool stuff on there.
Maybe we called you old today, and if we did, we apologize. But
But if any of you need help, just give us a call. We'll gladly help you out.
yeah.
think you would.
Yeah.
That could be our Olympic game, the keepy uppy.
Keep you up of Olympics, yeah.
We have to do a break with the.
To keep it. The table's going to make that very hard.
It's like a net.
Yeah, I guess. Unless it gets over there, if I knock one of these speakers off, engineering is going to kill me.
Everybody can say hi to Wilson this morning. We haven't
I had him on in a while.
anybody on the live stream.
Yeah.
You can say hi to Wilson. We haven't had him on there in a while.
It's been a minute.
Feeling lonely in his pirate hat over in the corner.
My daughters have no idea what Wilson is.
Really?
But when they come to the studio, yeah, because they've never seen Castaway, you know.
Well, I guess it's not really a movie for
But
kids.
they knew, you have a Jack Sparrow hat over there. You have you got a Jack Sparrow volleyball.
A Jack Sparrow volleyball.
I was like, yep, we do. We have a Jack Sparrow volleyball.
Yeah.
Because they had to come in with me a while back. I guess they never noticed it. We've had him forever.
Yeah.
It's probably that they just kind of got into the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That's probably why. But
Did anybody watch the end of the Olympics? Watch Tom Cruise jump off the top of the stadium? That was just crazy. Just think how that would end if that went wrong. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise leaps to his death at the Olympics.
Uh-huh.
I assume that's how he'll go.
Oh, yeah. He'll
Doing a stunt.
Do some stunt that he shouldn't be doing.
There'll be some movie
Hey.
that won't get released, or they'll have to piece it together because he died doing a stunt.
Hey, Tom, you don't have to do this. We got stunt.
Yeah.
It's more real if I do it.
We have a 20-something-year-old guy that looks close enough to you, and we'll have him jump off the top of the building.
Nobody will notice.
Nobody will even know. Everybody else in Hollywood does it. Not Tom Cruise.
The one that probably out of all the stuff he's done,
Mhm.
I mean, the thing in the new movie where he goes over the cliff with the motorcycle and then hang glides.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
that's great.
But still the one where he hangs on the side of the plane
Yeah,
on the door.
Yeah.
Like this.
that's
And that was
nuts.
real.
Yeah.
It wasn't CGI'd. It wasn't, nope. We're going to do that for real. We're going to somehow create a contraption where you'll be attached. And we're going to take off and go up in the air. And then we'll come back and land. But you still have to ride on the side of the plane all the way around. And
Nah, I'm good on that. I guess I'm not thrill seeker enough to ever want to do that.
I guess once you do a couple of that, it's like, what's the next crazy thing I can do to...
Nothing else matches it. I'm sure that. Didn't he have to learn how to ride a motorcycle for like Top Gun? I think I've heard that before. That's when he
might have.
learned how to. So
Well, he he flies jets now because of
right,
that.
because of that stuff. But I think he learned how to ride a motorcycle just for Top Gun.
He might have.
And then from there, it's just like, well, that was cool. What else can I do?
I would learn to fly jets.
Yeah, I want to fly the plane too.
They even talked about that at one. There was a set or something where they got done filming, and everybody was going to leave, and Tom Cruise goes and gets in his plane like a jet, not just a plane, like a prop plane, whatever.
Commute
No,
home.
It's like the fighter jet, and he jumps in the fighter jet and takes off and leaves to go home.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen Tom Cruise's home, one of them. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Well, let me preface that. It's a building, and he owns like the top 4 floors of it, is what they said. And the coolest thing I thought was they said there's a car elevator, so you'll see him driving around sometimes. And then he'll drive into the building, and it'll take his car up to like his parking level, however many stories up, and then the top 4 floors or whatever are his. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I had Tom Cruise money, I'd do that too.
Very James Bond-ish
Yeah.
type of vibe.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's got a car elevator.
He's got a car elevator for his beach.
I do know
Home.
that they do have that in New York City a lot,
Oh yeah, I know. It's not like a
but it's not the same.
no. This
Or,
is
I mean, it is the same, but
it's the same, but this is in an area of the world where nobody else has it.
right.
Right? It's a really nice beach town, but it's still. There were a lot of stars that had houses. That was funny. I was on one of those touristy boat things. And they showed you a lot of the stars. How, oh, so-and-so lives there. That building is Tom Cruise's.
Buddy of mine actually this weekend was telling me I should do, the whole dating app thing.
Really?
Yeah. He goes, I think you're going to have to do it.
Well, I'm going to tell
And
you
I was
this.
like, no,
So I know
I don't want to.
it's just weird. That's kind of the way people meet now. I knew somebody, she met somebody, everything's going great for them.
Awesome.
But they met each other through a dating app. And she said, we've both mentioned that I wish this wasn't the way we met, but it's just kind of the way things are now. I guess they wish the story was a little better than that,
Right.
but that's the way things are now.
And there's multiple reasons why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I just don't want to go there. But it says if you spend a lot of time on dating apps, you've probably figured out that anything that sounds too good to be true is probably about 50% true.
50%? I would have
Yeah.
guessed lower than that.
They say that's on average about how truthful people are on dating apps.
Really?
50% on average. Some people are more truthful, some people are less. But 50% of everything that is said on the dating apps. I almost feel like that's real life, but
How truthful are you when you are in person? It's harder to hide some things. I'm going to say that.
yes.
You look like what you look like if you meet somebody at the store.
Okay, true.
You can't have a permanent filter on at the bar. are at the store.
True.
You may be looking the best you can look in person if you're going out,
Right.
but it's still what you look like.
Yes. Looks, yes, but there's also the other stuff.
Yeah, there are other things too.
They recently had single Americans rate their online dating experience and how honest people are on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the least honest and 10 being the most.
Okay.
And this is an embellishment of the stories, but basic stuff like age, job,
Oh, okay.
hobbies, education, appearance in real life. That's what you were talking
Yeah.
about. And even relationship status.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of that. How many guys are married or girls are married
Yeah.
on there?
Overall, people rated the honesty of their encounter on dating profiles 5.1 out of 10.
So about 50%.
I'm going to go back to them and go, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
50%
Yeah.
of all just normal stuff.
Yeah, just what job you have.
Right.
And that's just one of the weird things. I mean, in person, you could lie too, but when you're behind a keyboard like that or just a phone,
Yeah.
I can be whatever I want to be.
It varies by state, apparently. South Dakotians are the most honest. They scored the highest,
Really?
7.5.
Well, it's because nobody can lie and say they're an astronaut. You live in South Dakota. We know we don't have those here.
Well, it's cold,
Yeah.
miserable.
Yeah.
Alaska, also 7.3. Delaware, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont.
So cold places. Cold places, they're more honest.
Yeah.
The North.
Well, it's then the least honest was New York, 3.4. I think they're just accustomed to never telling the truth.
I think so too. Go to New York sometime. You'll see.
Jersey,
Oh, they're next.
Pennsylvania, Washington State, Wisconsin, Iowa, and West Virginia.
I'm going to guess. Just wild guess here. We don't have the full list right in front of me at this time. Missouri will always land somewhere in the middle.
Probably.
Generally speaking, it'll be like smack in the middle. I just found it. 5.5.
Yeah.
Right in the middle,
Yeah, 50%. So I would like,
as usual.
so I'm going to point this out. I would like to know if anybody has done the dating apps. Text in 417-659-9797. Text. And if you have,
Uh-huh.
good experience or bad experience.
Yes. And when you met them,
I am curious.
when you met them, did you find out they were liars?
And then just go, I can put up with it.
It depends what it is, I suppose. Yeah.
If they're dishonest about, like, where they work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to know. Have you done the dating app thing? How honest were they? Was it good or bad?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Good or bad? I'd like to know both.
417-659-9797. Chris needs a little research here this morning.
Yeah. Maybe you can back me up and I can tell them this is why.
Be honest with us, would you, please?
Great. Now that you say that, now I'm going to wonder, are they telling the truth? married an internet couple. It's funny you immediately went farmers.com with Bobby.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you tying Bobby into the farmers.com?
I don't need it.
Well, you don't need it, but
Yeah.
that's funny. All right, open. What was in this one? Oh, that's not good. Carolina Panthers plane ran off the runway.
Dang. That's not good.
Also, did you know who's Ella King? Do you know who Ella King is?
Elking, yeah. Hmm?
Do you know who her dad is?
No.
Rob Schneider.
Really?
Yes. And she hates him. I saw an interview, and she goes off and tells it all. Rob Schneider was an asshole. If you believe her story,
Sure.
he was an asshole. Like a horrible father.
You know, maybe I had heard that before.
And that's where
not-
the person that was going, "You're ruining my vision of Rob Schneider," and she's like laughs and goes, "I'm so sorry. I can't." She goes, "It's okay if that's," but yeah, like completely shatters this person's vision of who Rob Schneider is.
I can't say I've ever really had Rob Schneider up on some sort of a pedestal.
No, but
But
it's you see him in the movie.
he's a funny guy, and
and that's
yeah.
what you think of. But
Yeah.
apparently, he was like he never remembered birthdays.
He's a bad dad.
He sent her to fat camp because you need to lose weight because you're fat, and
Gotcha.
also and that's just numerous. Yeah, she goes off on him,
Hmm.
and I was like, I didn't know that was her.
Yeah.
That was who her dad was.
I maybe had heard that before, but I'd forgotten it.
They'll go years without even talking.
Yeah.
And then once she brought something up about him, and he went off on her. Don't bring me up in your conversations about you and me being your dad, type of thing.
Mm. Well, he probably doesn't want it known if he was. He probably knows he's not a good dad.
Yeah, I was like, ouch. Bobby is ordained as well.
Yeah. I've only performed one ceremony, and that'll be fine if that's the last one as well. But it went okay. I did it a few years ago for some really good friends, and you know.
Did you feel pressure? Because I think Bobby felt pressure to not screw it up.
I did. I won't lie. I did. It's not from him either, right? Which is the guy I've known all my life.
Right.
It's from the bride, because it's a thing for brides, you know? But she was sweet. She was like, whatever. We just want it done. And I told her, I called her through the process of the thing. Like, okay, like, how long do you want this? She goes, short and sweet. Cool. Because I've been practicing, and it's only 10 minutes long or 15 or whatever it was. But I figure you get droning on for 45-minute wedding. Nobody wants that.
All right.
Let's get these people married and go have the party. That's what everybody's there for. That group of people especially. It was a great party.
I guess it would be a little bit of a pressure. Keeping it short and sweet.
It's not like, yeah, I think it's just because it's somebody's wedding day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just getting up in front of people and talking, which we do.
Right.
That doesn't bother me so bad. And I knew 80% of the people there. So that didn't bother me too bad.
Deadpool Wolverine has officially joined the $1 billion box office club.
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion globally.
We knew it was going to be huge.
It's at $1.029 billion. It's only number 2 on the rated R list. Joker is number 1.
I wouldn't have guessed that one was the number 1 rated. I guess I just forgotten how much money it made.
I didn't realize it had made that much.
It was good, but
I didn't watch it because it seemed too real to me. Like it was so, because it dealt with a lot of, and I'm like, I like watching movies to escape.
it was pretty
And
real.
that seemed
It was
like,
it was like a pretty real mental health snap kind
Right.
of thing. Yeah,
but apparently people loved it and it was good.
it was
And-
a good movie.
And I could see if it's going to be done, I could see
Joaquin Phoenix did a good job with it.
Him pulling that off very well.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it.
Apparently, there's certain scenes in there where he does something like he smashes, I guess, like he starts hitting
Mm-hmm.
the fire extinguisher thing or
Yeah.
something. He starts smashing it and stuff. That wasn't apparently in the script. He just went off script and started just going nuts.
It's like, this is what a crazy person would do.
And they filmed, then they kept filming, and then it was like, oh my gosh, this is like he was so into the character.
He plays a good
Crazy person.
Yes.
So Deadpool Wolverine will pass that. It's right there.
It's 2
it's
weeks
only
in.
1.79 billion. So,
Yeah.
and I've been doing my best to keep away from any tales. I already know a couple things that are going to happen in it,
Mm-hmm.
just because things pop up and you just can't help but see. And I'm like, ah.
There's
So I
gonna be
gotta
some stuff.
go watch it.
I went to the theater yesterday, and
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
That's what I heard.
I watched the new chick flick that's out starring Ryan Reynolds' wife. But as the funny thing was, as we were on the way out, I jokingly said to my wife, "You want to sneak into another one?" Because Deadpool Wolverine was right there,
Yeah.
and it hadn't started too long ago. It's probably only halfway through the trailers at that point.
Right.
And there was a theater employee right there. I didn't know that's what that guy was. He's a theater employee. No, the funny
Did he
thing
give
is,
you a look?
no, he laughed. He goes, "I didn't hear anything."
Great. He probably maybe he knew you were joking.
Yeah, I'd say he did.
Was he?
This guy just come out of.
That's what it was.
He's not getting to go to the other one.
He felt sorry for you.
Yes.
Oh, he had to watch that? Oh, dude,
Go ahead. By all means,
By all
Deadpool
means.
on me.
go right ahead. You deserve it.
I think that's what he was
Taking one
saying.
for the team. It was funny. You even said earlier, you said you went and watched the movie, and I go, "What movie was it?" And you go, "It Ends With Us."
It ends with us.
I literally, because I didn't even know that was out.
Yeah.
I literally thought he couldn't remember the name of the movie, and I thought he was just saying, I don't know, something in us at the end, because he go, what's the name of the movie? It Ends With Us.
It ends with us.
I literally thought that's what he was saying. He thought I
Something,
can't remember
something us.
something us. It's one of them lovey-dovey chick flicks, and it says us at the end.
Chris thought I blanked it out so bad I didn't know the title.
I did. I swore that's what he said. And then he's like, no.
No, that's actually the title.
Oh, now I get it. Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Today is National Vinyl Records Day. Oh, the original pops and scratches of vinyl. Not like the fake ones they put in digital hip-hop songs today. Sir Mix-a-Lot turns 61 today, and these days he mixes a lot of Metamucil. Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits turns 75 today. These days he does the mall walk of life. Singer Elle King says she can go 4 or 5 years without talking about her dad, Rob Schneider. That's nothing, replied casting agents. And a plane carrying the Carolina Panthers ran off the runway after it failed to take off. And that, my friends, is what we call symbolism. This is not headline news.
It's like that would have been one that you would have paid extra for 3D because it would have been cool
all
to
the
have stuff flying around. He's like, they screwed up. They should have made that one of the 3D movies. But he was talking about the theater down there and the people at the bar and stuff. And he was like, because it cost us this much or whatever to go. And he's like, and then there's people ordering at the bar and everything. He's like, they must be doing pretty well. That's his thinking. So I'm sure they are. It seems like they are.
I think that one's since they remodeled. I think they're doing and added a bar.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the nicest theater.
Yeah. And it's going to start Mandalorian, she says. Was that one of the Disney announcements? There's like a Mandalorian thing coming too?
I don't think that was a part of it.
Oh.
I do know that the Andor season 2 is coming.
Okay.
Because I heard rumors they weren't going to do it.
Mm.
But I really liked that one. Yeah, Zootopia 2. Let's see here.
Yeah. Well, we got to go now, Anna.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to go. Darn.
Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow, or he can send us a message via text.
There you go.
You can answer that question. Hope everybody has a good day, good Monday, start to the week. Awesome. Hopefully it's good. Make it good. And if it's not, kick it in the taint. Boom! All right. Have a good day.
Have a great day.